haven't, and this is just the fan in me asking, you haven't fought Sergio and you haven't fought Golovkin. If those two would have fought, what would have happened? Like, how do you compare those guys?
I think Golovkin would have been too much for him. I think he'd been too clever. I think he'd have walked him down. I do think Sergio's very awkward. You know, he's very difficult to get to find a rhythm with. You know, because if someone tucks up with a tight defence and you're hitting arms and gloves, you're still hitting something. You've got your range. You can find a rhythm. When you're like getting one shot off at a time and then you're not getting a shot off and you're missing and he's out of range and he's moving again, it's very difficult to get find a rhythm. Do you know what I mean? And then if you're someone that everyone fights in rhythms. You know, whatever that rhythm is, everyone fights in rhythms. And when you can't find a rhythm, you're kind of dancing to his beat a little bit. Then you're boxing in his rhythm, so it's difficult. But I don't know how we'd do it, but I just think Golovkin would work him out and beat him. You know.
Now the real question too is this Canelo Golovkin fight. I know you mentioned it, but is it a 50-50 fight or is it favored for one?
No, I don't think it's 50-50. I'd probably say it's like a 75-25 fight in favour of Golovkin. Yeah.
Favor Golovkin.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's 50-50. Why do you feel it's 70-25?
Well, I mean, he obviously doesn't want to fight him, and they have sparred, so it makes you wonder what happened in that spar for him not to want to fight him. And Golovkin definitely wants to fight him, but I think Canelo's a really good fighter, great hand speed, clever, top fighter. But you know, I think he's when you're dictating the terms and you're controlling the pace and everything's done, you know, you're controlling everything. It's a lot easier than if you've been hurt and someone's stalking you and they're hurting you and they've got great judge distance also, you know, and they're bossing the terms, then it changes the whole dynamics of a fight. And I just think that would happen. I think Golovkin would be the boss. I think he would take the centre of the ring, he would control the pace, he would dictate the terms, and then really I think it'd be difficult for Canelo.
Do you see it turning into like a Martinez Cotto situation where, like, by the time it happens, the other guy's going to just be too old and it's not going to be the same?
I don't know. You know, Martinez went through some very bad injuries, didn't he? Done his cruciate on his knee. He had a bit of time out. He was 37, 38, whatever he was. So I don't see that happening just yet. You know, and I think the fight will happen before it gets to that stage. No, I don't think so. Look, I don't know if it'll happen. It might not happen for another year. It might not happen until next September. I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't last that long. Hopefully it happens next May. That's when I think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen September. I think Golovkin fights Jacobs. I don't think he's gonna just wait for Canelo. I think they're just gonna stay fighting. He'll probably fight again in the summer. Look to maybe fight September against Canelo. If he doesn't, they'll probably move on with another fight. But you know, really, Canelo's the big star, isn't he? He's the guy who does big pay-per-view numbers. Golovkin, you know, has to have the right dance partner to do those numbers. So, and probably even then he doesn't do what Canelo does. So, you know, for him to cross over and just be a pay-per-view star all on his own, he needs to beat someone like Canelo. So, from a business point of view, Canelo's the guy in the driving seat at the minute. So, really, it's going to happen when he wants it to happen.